Hello and welcome to the Blackout podcast, where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. Oh, I'm so happy for this one. Content creator, social media superstar.
I'm blushing.
No. I mean, what's the thing you did for the
The Roots.
Yeah,
Creative director.
creative director, my friend, amazing human being, Isi Oye. Thanks for coming to the Blackout podcast
Thanks
today.
for having me. I'm really
So,
excited.
which one came first? Because you do so many things.
Oh gosh. I think it was content that came first. I graduated my MBA at Dalhousie, and it was all corporate consulting, like really businessy stuff. And I needed a creative outlet. I was like, I love what I do. I love going to work, but it did not feel complete. I didn't feel fulfilled in anything I was doing. I thought getting a new job or a new position would like fill that hole, but I was like, no, I'm just going to pick up my phone and just start recording myself. And yeah, that's how it started.
So, I mean, I think this is the only thing I really do in front of a camera. I prefer being behind the camera, but like, do you have a preference between the two? Because you look like natural in front of it.
Thank you. No, but I actually like being behind it. Everyone growing up, people knew me as well in high school as a girl behind the camera, and so I was always behind the camera. My dad bought me a DSLR when I was, I think, 14. And I would just take it around campus and just shoot with it. And then I put that down and thought maybe I like to be in front of the camera. And so I did that. And so it's a little bit of both. It depends on what I'm working on. I think that's the short answer.
Wow. So, I mean, what is fulfilling about creating the content for you?
I've always been drawn to creativity. I was always in the choir. I wouldn't
you
say,
sing.
Hey, hold on.
Hey!
I knew that I would say that, and you would say, wait, hold on. I wouldn't say I'm like, my dream, if everything, you know how people say, what would you do if you were like a superhero or something? Mine would be singing. I would sing. I would sing forever. But I loved doing that. I loved being, and they would always put me in the front because apparently I have a really good smile. So maybe that boosted my ego a little bit. But I would do I was in the choir. I would do stage plays. I actually traveled for a show once when I was younger, and I was in the arts, and I did painting. I was encouraged to explore that part of myself when I grew up, while I was younger, and so it's just something I always gravitate towards, whether it's me performing or watching other people perform or just interacting with creativity. And so in my teenage young adult years, I convinced myself that I wasn't going to be good at creating stuff. Like I was just better off watching other people create. I don't know whether it's someone telling me that I wasn't that good or just seeing other people do really cool things and being like, I don't think I can do that.
Wow.
So I flipped to the other side to just like watch and just surround myself with creativity until this time I was like, okay, I feel like this is what's missing.
You're ready. Well, I guess what made you feel like you're ready to pick the...
I just hated seeing other people do it and and not actually just doing it myself. I was like,
I can't do this thing.
I can just try. Like if I think for me, I actually coincidentally last night I was watching a video that I recorded of myself last year in September, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. I'll try it, and if I suck, then I know at least I tried. But I mean, what if I'm not? What if I'm actually cool at?
I read something the other day that you can't suck at the thing if you've done it for at least 10 years or 5 years or something like this. Like,
just keep doing it.
Yeah, you when you start, you suck. Yeah. But you suck
eventually,
less.
Exactly.
You keep sucking less.
Exactly.
You keep sucking less.
And so I finally convinced myself. I was like, okay, like I'm just going to do it. And if I remove the stakes, like obviously, like I'm not. It's not like I'm in film school or something. Like I don't have to get graded for this, or there's no one's paying me for it. I can just pick it up and do it. And if I like it and I'm good at it, then I know that, you know, or if I suck, I know that I tried, and then I can just find, maybe I just help other filmmakers do their business part. Maybe that's where I'm at, but you know, it's working out so far.
Okay. So, you're like, I'm not creating anything. I mean, was it easy? Or I guess not, was it easy? How was the difficulty level of doing that transition from I'm going to become, like, I'm going to create content?
What was hard for me was putting it out. Like the
Oh,
creating wasn't the hard part.
huh. Why?
The creating was just like me exploring. Like I was just playing. I would watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I would just like play around with stuff and watch tutorials, and like I've done this for a lot of other things in my life. So I was like, okay, well, short stint. I want to be I wanted to make apps, like a computer science coder and stuff. Very short stint. So YouTube helped me like try to explore that. So I was like, I'll just do the same thing for art. I'll go on YouTube, watch other people do stuff. There's so many tutorials. So I did that. And so making it wasn't the hard part. It was posting it.
Why?
What do you mean why?
No, why? Yeah, I'm curious.
Because it's having people. I am a recovering people pleaser. That's what I like to call myself. And and also I'm the first child, and I think I built a lot of my personality from being the good child, the good girl. And so having other people confirm or validate my behavior or whatever I was doing growing up was a good thing for me, because
Right.
like, okay, I'm doing something
It
good,
fed
right?
that, okay.
It fed that in me. I'm like, okay, I'm like polite, the
Oh,
most polite
I see
girl.
it
You know what I
now.
mean?
So,
And so
if you put it out and they're like, this is trash.
I just tried. I'm like, oh shoot!
Right.
Then my whole
right.
identity is broken. So it was putting out there, because it was like I was watching my stuff, and even though I was proud of it, I could evidently see that this was not like.
Yo,
This
no,
is not-
me, my own thing is like, I only make everything I make for 2 people. If 3 or 100 or 500 people like it, that's
Then
fine.
that's
But
fine.
if these 2 people like it, fuck
Then-
it. Fuck
I'm
it.
curious to know, who's this too?
Me.
You. I love that. Fair. And I'm trying to do that. I'm actually trying to do more of like, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to say who it is, but I had an experience recently where I don't think they particularly liked what I created for them. And I spent like a couple of days being like, oh my gosh, like this is it's over. I'm done. But I think I got to a space where I was like, well, if I'm proud of it and I like it, then
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, that was such an unlock for me, cause like I think I put it was like, if actually I've been going towards there for a while, right? And then when I had this idea, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, and like people came together, we shot this thing, it was like whatever. And then I was like, it doesn't matter if it got into a festival or whatever, people don't see it. I made the thing that was in my head, and it came out. And the feedback when it was okay, I was like, oh, okay, great. And then I realized, then someone said was like, it's the expectation that fucks you up. So if I don't
have any.
Yeah, like if I'm not expecting to be in, like, I can't get into a festival, it's okay.
Fine, it's okay.
So any festival he gets in is just
It's
extra.
an added, yeah.
Exactly.
I like that.
So
I like that.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna take
making
notes.
I'm making it for myself, and then if you guys like it, cool. But you make good shit, so I don't even understand. So I don't understand what you like. All this. You know what? The good thing, I think the thing that like the way God has humbled me is by making me not as good as I like to be.
So you're not tooting your own horn.
Yo! There are people I know that if I can even do like 1/10 of what they do, whoa, you can't even.
You can't hear it.
Can't tell me nothing.
No, I love that, and I'm getting there. I think I find when I look at other people, like that's a quality that I value in other people. I think it's just so to be able to be a humble person, but also genuinely understand like what you can do and what you carry. Like that's in life, that's where I'm trying to be, where it's like, okay, like I know my stuff.
Yeah, the work you make is great.
Yeah.
Like that shot, sounds like, when you're coming to the studio, bring a prop. I was expecting this like gadget. I was like, this is the camera.
This is actually
Like,
this is not. Oh, sorry. This is actually not the camera that I used for that
No.
shot. No,
no.
it was a different. It was a different camera. It was
Wow,
like
wow,
a
wow.
smaller one.
That is even the thing. Like, I mean, that's the thing. I think obviously, life can get difficult and stuff, but at the same time, like, when you're making something you love, it's like, okay, you have another reason to wake up and stuff. And like, I watch your videos, I'm like, okay, shit. My videos, I usually have other people behind the thing. I'm just like, I'm like the idea guy, and then I'll gather the
Other
people to do. So like you come up with a concept and then you're actually doing the technical part. That's like, come on, man, come on.
Thank you.
Come on. Okay, so let's talk about Big Sis Club.
Ooh, yeah. Big Sis
Yeah,
Club.
where do you even have time? But let's talk about Big Sis Club. What is Big Sis Club?
Ooh, Big Sis Club. She's evolved actually since the last time we spoke, but she is. I think what I want her to be is a community or a place where people, young adults, have a resource to navigate what it is to come into adulthood. I moved away from home when I was 18, and before I did that, it was sort of like a normal thing that most people do coming back, like from Nigeria. It's like you're most likely going to go. Well, if you're not going to school in Nigeria, you're going to go abroad, and so some of the time it's going there by yourself. And so that transition from little teenager to starting to pay bills and finding an apartment and navigating a completely different country and culture, that was something that I like to say I navigated by myself. Now I did have a really, really strong support system coming from home, and thank God for like FaceTime and WhatsApp. But just navigating the nuance of adulthood internally, I think Big Sis Club was birthed from that, and I want that to be somewhere people can come and feel safe, learn things, but ultimately just like find trust in who they are by listening to other people's experiences. That's kind of
So
what it
for the for the audience that are like watching or listening, like how do they access Big Sis?
Great question. There's been a lot on the go now, but right now she lives on Instagram for right now. I am trying to figure out how to do. I want it to be virtual because I want more people
To have
to
access.
have access to it. So it'll look like workshops, kind of like a.
We should talk.
Yes,
Because
please.
I have some things just ding ding ding.
Let me know.
But the thing for me is where do the ideas come from? Because like it's like you know how you're reading all those books and it's like some ancient Chinese pro. It's like this ancient master with long hair
Long
saying this
hair.
thing. I'm like, where do you like? I mean, I know some of those are like leaving home early, just having to navigate life, but like, where's all that wisdom from?
It's a lot of introspection. I had a podcast called Introspection not growing up, but while I was in university, and I think it came from just I've lived a life where I relied really heavily on what other people told me to do. Well, other people's wisdom, I would say. And some of them were great. It got me a long way. But some of them were very contradicting to who I thought I was becoming or how I viewed the world. And so I just felt like many times I had to go in to find answers for anything, whether it was like finding a new apartment or I remember I started university going into econ. And I sat in my like econ 102 class and I was like, I really hate this. Like, I don't understand anything. I don't know what he's saying. I'm sitting in front of the class so I can understand. I'm like, okay, so I need answers. Like, I don't know if I can do this. But then my mom is telling me do this, or like someone else saying, oh, this is like a good path to take. And I think that was one of the first times I was like, what do I want? Like, what do I find interesting? Because that's how I was when I was growing up. I would always lean into stuff that I thought was interesting until I moved away. And so it was just a lot of like inside work. And then I went, not work, but like inside like reflection. And then I have like, I have a faith. Like I believe in God. And at times when I felt like really lonely or felt like no one really understood exactly what I was feeling, like I relied on that really. And maybe that's where the wisdom is coming from.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's so anyway, but yeah, well, I have some thoughts on what you can do with Big Sis.
Good.
I usually let guests go with this question, and it's something someone asked me that, and I might have a little, maybe not, but like, what is something that happened to you before you were 17 that played a huge role in the person Isi Oye today?
Oof. I went to boarding school.
Trauma.
I went to boarding school, and I wouldn't. I don't want to lean into. It wasn't a terrible time because when I think of what Nigerians know boarding school to be and the boarding school I went to, like there's a vast difference in terms of like, yeah, and it's just it was also I was the like second set in that boarding school, so it was a very new school. So it's a slightly different, boarding school.
I had that experience. So my first like 3 years were like in actual boarding school. But like by the third year, I was in one of those type of schools that was like, I'm the first set.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
So, like, everyone's like learning with you.
Right.
And maybe they're a little more like attentive. And so it wasn't a terrible experience. I actually, I really liked it. But I went to boarding school and I was 11 or 10 when I went. And I think, and I only know this obviously now, and I look back, it was a very, I think this is where the skill of just navigating things by myself sort of was tested, because obviously I had adults around me and friends, and it was still a boarding school for minors, so there were still parent figures, but at the same time there were very nuanced and intimate things that I was going through with friends and boyfriends and people, and it was also my first time being with individuals from very different backgrounds, because before that you're with very similar, like it's a small similar group and you're still all growing together, but that was the first time where I was like with individuals from very different parts of Nigeria and parts of the world and parts of and just like different families. And so when you start experiencing things that you've never experienced before, I didn't have the benefit of having my mom on speed dial being like, I'm going through this right now. Like, I have this friend, or, they're not, like, I don't feel like I'm not fitting in this way. And so I think that's what would, if I had to pick something, it would be that experience of like going to boarding school.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that. And like Big Sis, between Big Sis and your like your personal Instagram, you bring magic to my life at least. So I'm like, I'm gonna send you away with a little bit of magic of mine.
This is amazing.
So what you're going to do is pick a number between 1 and 60. Do not show me. Once you've written it, you can point to the camera so they know.
Between 1 and 60.
Yeah, 1 and 60.
Oh, this is a lot of numbers.
I'm going to pick your number using my magic cards.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Any number, just pick
number.
one. And I'm looking away when you're ready to point it.
Who do I show? The camera?
Either this one or that one.
Okay.
I think this one is actually closer
this
to
one?
you.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So These cards, your number is going to be in at least one of the cards.
Okay.
But it might be in more than one.
Okay.
Okay. Is it here, your number?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's never good when it's in the first one. I don't like when it's in the
Let me
first
make
one.
sure,
It's never
yeah.
good. But okay. Is it here?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Okay, that's a big number. Is it here?
It is not.
Okay. Is it here?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it
Yes.
here? Oh boy.
Am I making it hurt?
Mm.
No, it's not in this one.
Okay, so it's here. Oh, I can see the pattern.
Can you?
I think so. 42.
Stop. What? I was like, there's no way you're going to get it. Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Okay, yeah.
That was so fast.
I was
love
like,
that.
it opened, it came to me, you know,
Love it. Yeah.
in a vision. Isi Oye, thanks for all the cool things you do. I can't wait to see where you push Big Sis Club to. And thanks for coming to the podcast
Thank
today.
you for having me. I'm really excited.